I would have to say the coolest accessory right now is still the EMWL.
Big bright strobe.
This big monitor, UWL to put on top of 60 macro.
These tripod legs is the housing that fits your camera. The coolest accessory for underwater photographers in 2023? That is a great question. Oh man. I love viewfinders for full frame and mirrorless cameras and SLRs. That will unlock kind of a whole different way of shooting for you. Just being able to position your body more naturally. It'll let you get different angles. It's kind of a piece of gear that's been around forever, but it's very timeless. I think that's going to be something that'll be relevant for a very long time. But angled viewfinders, especially that 45-degree viewfinder, would probably be my favorite, or what I think would be the coolest. But there's just too many things to count out there.
EMWL is definitely one of the coolest lenses ever, because besides you can switch lens underwater, they give you a very unique look of the underwater world. Like imagine you like being shrink like this size and watching from the animal perspective. And I love to bring like people to the animal perspective. So we just dive to their world, and then you see the world as they see it. These animals, the small subjects see it. So I really like to use this lens, and every time I have opportunity to try and to use, I find something different and do an image that I never seen before.
So, I mean, there are a bunch of things. The coolest accessory, but it's really a necessity, not really an accessory, are floats. Because look at the size of this thing. La Reina, my queen, she weighs 47 pounds in air, but she floats next to me like a little butterfly in the water. So for me, floats are an accessory, but also a necessity, and I think they're the coolest things. Also, something else you're looking at here, these cyan filters for the Kelvin lights when I'm shooting video. These are the bomb. It's absolutely changed the way that I shoot video to keep it looking natural, but still I'm able to get a little pop of contrast, a little boost of contrast without having to work the white balance too much. So I'm gonna say floats and these ambient cyan filters for the video lights.
So the coolest underwater accessory for underwater photography, I think it's got to be the remote lighting muck stick. Remote lighting used to be difficult in the past. Used to have the like bulky tripods and stuff. Even with the small little Jobies were, kind of a chore to like clip off and stuff. But the remote lighting muck stick, you just stick it in the sand, aim it on your subject. It's got a sand anchor to it, so it's not going to spin on you. And that way you can get lighting right on your subject. With the kind of like the tripods, a lot of times they just blow over and get knocked into your scene and stuff like that. So certainly the remote lighting muck stick makes it easier for background bokeh bubbles or some sort of background lighting or some backlighting to like rim light your subject or something. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think one of the coolest video accessories that I've seen is probably, it's funny, I haven't even used it yet. I just think it's cool. I like the Kelvin remote trigger for the video lights. It just seems like it'd be easier to just turn all my lights on in one foul move, or if I'm setting up remote lighting, to be able to control that. The coolest accessory for underwater photography is the one that takes your camera to the next level underwater. If you got something simple like a GoPro, you add a flip filter to it, and now you can shoot incredible video with great natural looking color, or you can use a Macro Mate mini lens to start shooting really, really small stuff the GoPro couldn't do on its own. If you have something like an Olympus TG camera, you add a wide angle lens to it, and now it's a really, really sweet wide shooter in addition to the built-in macro ability it already had there. There's all kinds of cool stuff like that. Maybe it's adding a vacuum system to your rig so you can dive with peace of mind. Maybe it's adding a viewfinder so that you get a better shot on there. Whatever it is, think about what you can put on your camera to take it to the next level and allow you to do even more with it underwater. That's going to be the best one for you.